Welcome to the Teacher RockStar podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hiles, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about new teaching techniques for 2025. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why does this topic really matter? Well, number one, students are different today than they were years ago, definitely during my time when I was in elementary school. How's that? Well, they're more tech savvy for one thing, when I was in school, we didn't have computers. We didn't have, cell phones and things of this nature. Children are easily distracted now and diverse in learning needs. So, having said that, to stay relevant and effective, teachers must learn to adapt to that by making small strategic changes, which will equal a big impact. I'm going to share in this video about 5 techniques for you to take away. Microlearning moments. For example, break content into 5 to 7 minute chunks. Now, I love the mini lesson. When I introduce a new topic to my students, I'd spend maybe 15 minutes or so, roughly, 10 to 15 minutes to go ahead and teach them the crux of the material so that I can get them up, moving, and actually in groups or whatever the case may be, to get this learning. And then we'd come back again and review. Match students' digital age with their attention spans. Obviously, younger children, you're going to have to, change the physical mental state a lot more often than you are older children. For one thing, keep the energy and engagement in your lessons high. Again, try the mini lessons, stations, or provide quick discussions. And I would highly recommend the mini lesson. That way you can get your kids up, moving around, and into the learning quicker. All right. Technique 2, retrieval practice with a twist. Encourage students to recall information daily. Do a 5-minute drill. I used to do this in mathematics, for example, mental math activity, 5 minutes. But it could be for any type of subject. Use quick quizzes, where what you can do is exit tickets. I'm a firm believer in that, or verbal recall. We did plenty of that. Now, what does this do? Well, it boosts long-term memory. Kind of reviewing on a day-to-day basis. It's great for formative assessments instead of waiting to one time at the end of a unit to go ahead and review everything all at once. Technique 3, peer teaching circles. It's said that when students can teach other students, that they really get a good grasp of the material. And I think that goes without saying. So pair them up, in structured small groups. What does it do? It builds confidence and it deepens understanding. When you teach something, it solidifies your own thinking as well. It supports community and equity. And it also lets the quiet students shine. Are you a teacher who finds yourself drowning in the challenges of classroom management? Do student behaviors leave you feeling overwhelmed and drained at the end of each day? Picture this, a classroom where your students are not just present, but fully engaged, focused, and eager to learn. Say goodbye to classroom management stress and hello to success. The Teacher RockStar Academy course is meticulously designed to equip you with the tools and strategies needed to skyrocket your effectiveness as a teacher. Curious to know if the Teacher RockStar Academy course is the missing piece in your teaching journey? If you're ready to reclaim control of your classroom and witness the incredible impact on your students, then use the link in the podcast description to learn more about this program. Technique number 4, role play and simulation. Students act out events, processes, or scenes. An excellent activity for this is reader's theater, for example. Children love that. And plus they get a chance to shine. They get a chance to not only role play, but public speaking. It's ideal for English language arts, social studies, and science. It engages kinesthetic and visual learners as well, and it makes learning more memorable instead of just reading everything out of a book. Technique number 5, tech-driven feedback loops. Now, use tools like Padlet, Google Forms, or Kahoot. Get real-time feedback. Adapt instruction based on student input, which builds a strong feedback culture. All right? Closing thoughts. Now, start small. I'm not saying you got to do all these 5 techniques in 1 week. Take one. Take one technique this week, and just iterate your way to awesome. All right. Just take one a week. Now, if you found value with what we shared here today, share it with a colleague and follow the Teacher RockStar podcast for more educational tips and strategies. Well, there you have it, my friend. This concludes this episode, and I will see you same time, same place next week. And always remember, you got this.
You've been listening to the Teacher RockStar podcast with your host, Steve Hiles. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast as much as we have. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our ever-growing community of Teacher Rockstars. Until then, thanks for listening.